Good morning, YouTube. Subscribe below if you haven't yet. Over time, people ask me financial questions, but most of them only ask me one question, and several of them over a period of time have come back and basically said to me, you made me six figures based on that question. I really want to thank you for your answer to that question. And the thing I don't understand is, why don't they ask me a second question? If one question they asked me made them six figures, why isn't there a follow-up? What else should I do? Or how do I amplify those results? So I wanted to start covering that today. Number one was a few things people have asked me, they've taken action on, and due to those actions, they've made six figures. And so I'll cover a few of those. And these things don't have to be complex. So the first one I'll talk about is a 401k. A 401k, you get a lot of advice on the 401k, and so the three guiding principles for your 401k is: number one, contribute to the 401k. Number two, invest the money that's in the 401k, and number three, don't change it a lot. Like, don't change it or touch it or move it a lot. And those are your basic principles of your 401k, which is a retirement account. Those will get you to six figures and maybe seven figures in that account. The second question I got asked was about a health savings account. Now, a health savings account is an account you have to have a certain type of medical plan with a high deductible, and then you can put money in to this account under the wire. So before federal, state, and FICA taxes are placed on that money. So that's a significant advantage. And the money goes in an account, you save all the taxes, you can use that for medical expenses. And the third question was kind of about how to save money. And I think most people are very diligent and very motivated, and over 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 years, they will constantly try to save more money and not get there. And they'll constantly try and not get there, and that's very demotivating. So what I encourage people to do is to create an account, a separate account just for wealth building. Contribute to that account and then don't touch it. And what you're learning there is you're learning how to put money in systematically. You're learning how to have money and not spend it. You're learning a measure of discipline needed in that one area of your life. So as opposed to try to control everything you do, you just control this one account. And so I wanted to go into a few things here that possibly those people could have asked me additionally to 10x the results in those accounts or maximize the results across the board. And so the first thing I'll tell you, and maybe these are simple, is don't spend it. Don't spend the money in your 401k. Don't take it out. Don't withdraw it. Don't spend your HSA. Don't spend your wealth account. Don't move it. Don't touch it. Don't take it out. You think you know how to build wealth. Over time in those accounts, there's going to be more wealth than you've ever had, and you're going to want to handle that money in the way you handled money before, which was going to give you the same result. So don't. Number two, invest it. Okay. Now, how we invest it can amplify the results, but invest it. Okay. Number three, what do you invest it in? Now, if you want an amplified result, you're not going to put it into bonds. You're not going to put it into, safe, consistent things that are going to be eaten away with inflation. You're going to put it into 100% stocks. Okay. Now, you should probably use an index fund or something that balances the stocks, because you don't know how to invest and you want to be in a broad market and not time it. But that will amplify your results. How about this? Increase your contribution. If you're contributing 10% to your 401k, contributing 15% can amplify your results by 50%. The same as the amount you're putting in your wealth account and the amount in your HSA account up to the max. Now, here's one that most people won't come up with. And start earlier. Tell your kids about it. Start earlier. Start in your 20s. Start in your 30s. Start now. Right? Start whenever you are. Start right then. Don't delay it. How about this? Contribute earlier. Okay? What this means is maybe instead of setting your 401k up to max in December, maybe you increase your contribution to 25% of your pay and have it max in November or October. Basically getting your money into the account faster will give it longer to grow. One thing I advocate in the other parts of the channel is to basically automatically invest half the money. Now, the one thing I would say is, let me take this off, is probably in your 401k you just want to invest the whole thing out up front, because most of them are structured that way, and so you don't really want to manipulate. But in the HSA you can structure it both ways, where you have both money to time the market and money automatically invested, and that will increase your returns. Fix this here. Here's one. Don't stop it. Don't stop your contribution. If you get wealthy, don't stop it. If you get poor, don't stop it. If your car breaks down, don't stop it. Just have it a part of your life that you're going to do no matter what happens, and just let it run. How about this one? For the person that may have asked about the 401k, do the HSA. Do you have an HSA now? Do that one. That can amplify your results. Create your wealth account. I know a lot of people that did one or the other, and their results were great. Why not do the other two? Right there, you can maybe triple your results. When you go to a situation and you ask a question, you get an answer, you implement the answer, how should you approach that in general? Well, if the results are good, maybe go back and ask another question. And your question should be, I'm doing my 401k, what else do I need to be doing? Or your question should be, I'm doing my 401k, here's how I'm doing it, how do I amplify my results? And these are just some ideas of how to amplify your results from these 3 specific questions that people ask me over a period of time. And these are things that got people 6 figures in resulting wealth. Okay, no questions related to anything smaller than that. So if you can 10x that, then you're basically a millionaire. And that's what your first target might be. So like and subscribe to the video down below. If you do have a question, ask me. If the question gets you a good result, then possibly ask another question, because your second question might result the same as your first question. And that's generally how these things work. Appreciate your time this morning, and have a great week.